If you're planning to move to Los Angeles in 2023, then you need to follow this to-do list before you move. Number 1, pay off all of your debts. First off, most of you guys don't seem to know what debt is, so let me explain that to you real quick. If you're making a car payment, that's debt. If you have student loans that you've yet to pay off, that is debt. If you have credit cards and you're carrying a balance, that's debt. If you financed anything at any point where you have to make monthly payments, then that is debt. Honestly, the first thing to do is to avoid getting in debt in the first place. But let's assume like you're the majority of the people that move to Los Angeles and you have some debt. Stay wherever you're from and pay it off. Otherwise, you're going to be crushed emotionally and mentally when you're living out here. Ask literally anyone in LA. 2, have at least $10,000 saved up in the bank. Look, you're going to need money when you get out here, either for a security deposit or to carry you through paying rent while you're looking for a job. The first step when you get here is to be able to survive, and you're going to need at least that $10,000 of an emergency fund as a security, so you're not freaking out when things aren't going the way that you planned, because it's most likely what's going to happen, as it does to most people who are out here figuring it out for the first time. And having that 10K there is going to alleviate a lot of stress. And don't come here broke thinking that you're going to be different. You're the person that came here with $1 in the pocket to pursue their dreams. Like, you're not more noble because you took a financial risk to move out here to pursue your dreams. Instead, come here smart and prepared and respect your dreams so that you can actually see it through. 3, make sure you have a credit score of 650 or higher. If you have at least a 650 in your credit score, that's going to eliminate a lot of problems that most people have when they're out here, which is just finding a place to live. And if your score is below 650, then you really have no business being out here in LA. You really need to just chill and fix your finances and take responsibility for your past actions. Or if you're really, really young and just haven't had the chance to build your credit, now would be the time to be able to do that. 4, have a job lined up or have a plan to get a job. You need money. Where are you going to work? Have like 10 options planned in advance in case any of them fall through, because more than likely they often do. And as soon as you get situated here, you have to be making money, because every day you're not, you're going to be losing money while you're out here. So 1 month before you plan to get out here, I would already be calling places that are local to where you're planning to live to figure out who's hiring and where you can work, and just find that quick job real quick. Make sure you prepare your resume and everything that's needed to apply to a job, because as soon as you get here, you're going to be on a job hunt. 5, have an attack plan for your career. Whether it's acting, modeling, singing, whatever, you need to have an attack plan. For instance, you're an actor, you come to LA. The first thing you need to do is get plugged into an acting school so that you're constantly training to become a better actor. Then at some point, you're going to need to get new headshots, with me, presumably. And then you're going to need to start self-submitting to castings. You need to be creating a step-by-step plan on what you need to do to advance in your career. And you need to know this before you move to LA so that you know what you're going to be doing while you're out here. 6, find community. It is so important that when you move to Los Angeles, especially if you're going to be in the entertainment industry, that you are not alone. It's really, really hard to be in this industry. There's so much competition, so many people whose passion it is to do acting, to do modeling, to do music, to do all of these things. And you're going to really need that source of encouragement and that support from people who are either like-minded or who just support you to be there when things get hard, when you get discouraged, when you get depressed because you got rejected for another audition or because another agency denied you. You need friends. A lot of people move out here and they don't know anybody, and that's completely normal. And so you have to have a plan to find your community, whether it's taking acting classes or getting involved in a church community or taking a fitness class or whatever. However you can find people and make friends, do it and have it planned in advance. 7, and this is the most important one, know who you want to be as a person before you get here. Look, you're going to go through a lot. People are going to hurt you and they're going to fail you, and you'll feel disappointed. You'll feel rejected a lot of times by a lot of the people that are in Los Angeles, whether it's personal relationships or professional relationships. That is just what happens here. You need to decide who you want to be when these things happen to you, because they will. Are you going to be the person who decides to abuse substances in order to cope with your bad experiences? Are you going to be a person who compromises on their values whenever an opportunity arises for you to advance in your career? Are you going to be the person that becomes like their environment and decides, you know what, I'm going to start using people because everyone just uses me, and so you'll take advantage and hurt other people? Are you going to be the person who envies their friends or peers when they get opportunities while you still haven't? Or are you going to be the person who has integrity, who respects themselves and draws boundaries on things they will do and things they won't do? Are you going to be genuine, real, authentic, and a light in this really dark world? Are you going to be strong enough to say no when your gut is telling you so? Who are you going to be when it gets hard? Decide that now, because if you wait until the heat of the moment, that's when people's lives are altered forever. So if you follow this to-do list, then I think you'll be ready to move to LA in 2023.